Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, yo? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. And welcome to the New World Podcast, brother. And I feel old. 25 years of Edge we celebrate with this episode. This episode is very low-key, just like, all right, taking a little break, you know, from certain things, Bloodline and all that. There was no Jimmy, Jay, you know, Roman, there was Paul, but, you know, no Solo. It was definitely a show that was like, all right, let's pump the brakes a little bit, and then we're going to slowly get back into things. We got Kevin Patrick, Michael Cole, Corey Graves on commentary. We're in Toronto. So the perfect way to celebrate Edge. 25 years, hot damn. You know, I think I was 9 years old, 9 or 10, when Edge, you know, debuted and everything like that. That's crazy when I think. I'm like, damn, I've been watching for so long. We started the show off with the Grayson Waller effect. His guest is Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. What are we going to do with Grayson Waller? Like, the last thing he had was a match with Edge, and he really hasn't had anything. He's just been having the Grayson Waller effect. I'm like, man, this dude can wrestle. So let's have him wrestle. Is that a crazy thing? Yeah. But he tried to get some tension between Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, which I really enjoyed. I was like, come on, yeah, you two. You know, he's like, oh, no, I didn't steal nothing. And, you know, and Grayson pushing at it. He's like, yeah, you stole that from him. Look at you and you part-time old people coming over here. Look, Santos should be champion and everything like that, but he can't because he got hurt and stuff like that. But Austin comes out. He's pissed. Then he tells Rey Mysterio that he stole the championship away from him. He needs to give it back to him. And then he calls Adam and tells Adam, you need to make him give that back, that championship. Adam comes out. And then, of course, L.A. Knight, yeah. And guess what? He sets up a match. Well, L.A. Knight lays it down. And it sets up a match for the United States Championship number one contenders match, basically. An opportunity. Whoever wins will face Rey Mysterio for that championship. So we got L.A. Knight versus Austin Theory, the first match of the night. And The Miz comes out. And I was like, oh, yeah, Miz and L.A. Knight. So that just means L.A. Knight's not going to win. That was, as soon as I saw The Miz's face, I was like, son of a bitch. L.A. Knight just can't cut a break, can he? That was like, mother lovers, meat lovers, God. Give L.A. Knight something, not The Miz. And, you know, I love The Miz. That's nothing against The Miz, but Miz causes a distraction. Austin Theory for the win. So Austin and Ray, you know, and L.A. Knight's left in the dust. And The Miz is like, ha, 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 ha. Miz was on commentary, too, during this match. I just was like, when, Lord, will we do something with L.A. Knight? When? Tag team match here. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite match of the night. Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair versus Damage Control. There was a couple of little things that I saw. Like, there's this one where Charlotte's gonna try to go for the hot tag. She's dragging herself. She's looking, and I think she's waiting for Io to like grab her, because when she puts her hand up, she kind of like she's close enough to tag Bianca, but she's like Io, where the fuck are you, Io? You know, then Io comes. It was a really wonky spot, but they got it together, and I really did enjoy this match. And Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair on the same page for this match. You know, not like the first time they tagged, where it was kind of like Charlotte was trying to outshine Bianca, Bianca was trying to outshine Charlotte and everything like that. But Damage Control lost, and what does that mean for Io? Who's next? Who's going to face Io for that championship? Where's Asuka in all of this? You know, that's why when they had the pairing of Charlotte and Bianca, I was like, that's cool, but I think Charlotte and Asuka being forced to tag team together would make more sense from what happened last week in their match. You know, just saying. Bianca's backstage interview, but she gets attacked by Damage Control. They take out her knee, so I hope that means Bianca's out for a bit. You know, let's go have Bianca refresh the character and everything like that. So we'll see what happens there. Next matchup was the Street Profits versus the OC with Michin And I gotta say something. I just saw something. You know, the OC's getting kind of blasted because of their merchandise kind of looking like the Bullet Clubs. You know, logos and stuff like that. I'm like, duh. Fucking duh. Like, they call themselves the OC, the original club. They were in Bullet Club. Like, you know, I don't get people sometimes when they're like, oh, you know, they're still. I'm like, I think they deserve to have a little bit of a symbolism of the Bullet Club, you know, like some foreshadowing in their merchandise. I think they've earned it. Like, you know, with AJ Styles and the Good Brothers and everything, I think they've earned that to have a little homage to the Bullet Club and everything like that. So people who are like, hey, it's like, shut the fuck up. Street Profits for the win. Much more vicious in this ring. Much more well, at first too, I was like, are we going to go heel or babyface with this team? Because when they first did the turn, very heelish. But that crowd didn't have it. That crowd was like, oh, you know, yay! But they joined Bobby, and we're even more like, yay! And I gotta say, Toronto, awesome crowd. Awesome crowd tonight, man. I had a good time watching. Bobby comes out, much deserved love that he got with the Street Profits and everything like that. So I'm just like, what's next, baby? What's next? Then we have Paul Heyman interview backstage with Kayla, and he says Jimmy will be back next week. Roman is, from what I've read and everything like that he's going to be gone for a hot minute, you know. And I think I was reading he has Hollywood obligations coming up here soon or something like that. Like, it's going to happen, and soon that championship, they're really hyping up WrestleMania Philadelphia, WrestleMania 40, 90,000 tickets apparently sold. You know, it's funny, is like, now is a competition because All In is next Sunday, and they're already past the $80,000 mark, you know, not $80,000, 80,000 people, fans mark. And I was just like, damn, that's awesome. We're going all in, and we're all in London. And I realized I was going to do a big, like, breakfast or something like that. No, not breakfast, like a big, breakfast, because it's going to be at 9 a.m. in the morning, my time. So I'll be getting up bright and early, like it's Sunday morning cartoons, but I'm watching some pro wrestling. And we're not talking about AEW, but Paul cuts a promo, and he's like, it was very vague as can be. Just the biggest thing we got from this is that Jimmy's going to be back next week. A lot of love to Edge in between here and there. You know, that's what was gluing the show together. That was the theme of tonight, was 25 years of Edge. A lot of superstars saying thank you, like John Cena, Becky Lynch, and everything like that. But we have a big main event, Edge versus Sheamus. I will say, they tore the horse down. They tore the horse down. They tore the house down. Oh, big head boy. Sometimes you in words. But Edge and Sheamus was really good. I was very surprised. I didn't expect it to be good. I wasn't, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. It was a really great match. You know, wife and kiddos are out in the audience and everything. So it was a good vibe, good way to end the show. Edge wins. And that's it. That was SmackDown. Nothing too crazy happened, you know, nothing too crazy at all. It's just, you know, like I said, this episode really felt like, okay, let's just cool it this week, give you a good show. You know, I give the show a solid 4 out of 5. You know, it was something that was like, let's pump the brakes, see what we got going next, then start building, because we have a pay-per-view coming up, Payback. We haven't even built anything towards that yet, so I think that's what this was. You know, we got Austin Theory moving forward with Rey Mysterio, LA Knight and the Miz's storyline, and everything else. Kind of like, okay, where are we going? So that's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get that sweet nWp shirt. I appreciate all the support. That's it. That's all. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
For here, however, Dawkins able to block. Oh, man!
Dawkins just barely connected, but it was enough to rock Gallows. Out goes Gallows to the floor.